What's going on, WDL fans? It is I, Jay Jingles, coming back with another episode of a live WDL reaction. I'm glad you guys are here. We have a really fun match. This is actually game number 3 of the week in week number 5. Crazy drama with this week so far. We have a must-win situation for Mountaih right now. Must win. We actually just watched this weekend. Uzi really needed to win as well and came up short. And it just how devastating it was for that season so far. Mountaih, exact same situation, needing a win so badly right now. He got a little bit of momentum last week, just a little bit of a statement game for him against Shady last week. And yeah, this is going to be awesome. Joey actually needs one too. So we got Mount that's 1-3, can't lose another game, and then you got Pokeaim that's on the other side, 3-1, looking down. So he actually has a chance to overtake Wolf if the tiebreakers actually work out. So I'm not sure if they do. He might still finish second even if he wins this at the end of this week. But it's really neat that he could just actually get his 4th win of the season and then just put himself in such a great position near the end in his last 2 weeks, just looking at seeding rather than a playoff berth. So Joey's in a good spot. I think he's got a really solid team. He's looking forward to actually using Pokemon he hasn't used all season, like Sneasel, and he's definitely got a good grasp on the rest of his team. That Arch has just been an absolute monster next to that, and Jolteon sitting right there. If you guys look at the screen right now, this is I see what's coming here, but we'll actually dive into a little bit of the preview of exactly what we think is going to happen, maybe some keys to victory, and also what the Terra types are going in. And we have our giveaway, so don't miss that for sure. It's a doozy this week. Hopefully you guys claimed your other ones this week so far, and in battles 1 and 2. If you haven't had a chance to go check them out, we got some giveaways. What's anyway? So what do you guys want to do first? I guess we'll get into the team. So we have this week we've got Archaludon, Terra Bug, Jolteon, Terra Dragon, Basculegion, Terra Bug, Sneasel Hisui, nice to see it, Terra Steel, Pelipper, Terra Flying, looks like it's probably, oh yeah, I guess we can see on the screen it is Focus Sash. So Terra Flying with probably that Hurricane looks really strong. Comfey, Terra Fairy, it looks like the same thing. I see Life Orb, but I see Terra Fairy. This looks like an offensive Comfey. Very cool stuff. He hasn't run it this season so far. Let's see if it's maybe that Calm Mind setup, because I know that thing is very good. So that's Pokeaim's team. I like it. I think we actually also predicted Sneasel to be coming this week as well. Looks good. That fake out, he can only have 1 Covert Cloak, and he can only Terra 1 Pokemon, so I think it looks decent. Mountaih's team, it looks like we have Meowscarada, Terra Ghost, Oranguru, Terra Fairy, Blood Moon Ursaluna, Terra Water, Electivire, Terra Fairy. I do think that Electivire was very necessary this week to get around that Jolteon stuff, and he does have some abilities to be immune to that, which is great. Illumise, Terra Ghost, Inteleon, Terra Ghost. I think we predicted we predicted Pledges this week. Pledge Swamp with Meowscarada and Inteleon. I'm looking at this one right now, so I don't see any items on Mountaih's, so because we're watching Pokeaim's perspective. So let's see if we see that Pledge this week. I do think that if he does have it, it looks incredible this week. But looking at the keys to victory, so I always like to go over just so you give you guys a little bit of a narrative of the game going in, just to see if we actually see what we're predicting. And I also think that things to look out for on both sides are just a nice key to victory. So Pokeaim, keys to victory. I think that Pokeaim, if you just keep pushing right in his face, hyper offense versus hyper offense, I think that if you can get that mode going any single term, such as maybe that Trick Room setup, maybe potentially a Protect on turn 1 or something like that, if he doesn't just keep on that gas pedal, you have enough offense yourself to just push it right back in his face, right? On camera. Doing it right to the camera. No, I just push it right back in his face, man. Hyper offense beats hyper offense a lot of the time. It depends on who's just better. And looking at his frail team, I'd go shot for shot. Wouldn't you? You've got more bulk than he does, so go for it. Especially with the Eviolite on that Sneasler, man, just keep going for damage. Why not? And also, eliminate. I got the 2 words side by side. I'm getting to it, trust me. Eliminate Illumise quickly. Don't give that thing a chance to get a second move off. Eliminate it turn 1, game, like right off the bat. Just get rid of it. It's probably not running Protect. It wants to Tailwind. It wants to change the weather. It wants Prankster Encore is a pain. Get rid of it. if you can get rid of that thing, he has to make him choose whether or not he sets up Tailwind or changes your weather. Make him choose, and I think that'll do a long. It'll put in a lot of work for your win. So, and I think that Pokeaim would love to get his 4th win this week rather than have to wait until next week or potentially the week after and put himself in a rough position. So, I like it. Hey, it's possible Pokeaim could lose his next 3 weeks and miss the playoffs. If I were him, I'd be trying to get one right now. So anyway, so on to Mountaih's team, just slowly look to the right a little bit. Keys to victory. I don't think that Joey has an answer for Pledge Swamp if he has it. I think if Mountaih has the Pledge Swamp, use it. What's he going to do? Like maybe priority moves, I guess, but there's nothing he could do about it if you set Pledge Swamp. And also it's kind of unique, so he might not be ready for it. He plays a lot of singles. You're not going to see moves like Pledge this, Pledge that, especially to set those terrain or those field conditions, right? Swamp making your speed a quarter, right? A quarter of what it was. So if he sets Tailwind on Joey's side and you just go for a Pledge Swamp, he's at a quarter, you're at, you know, I think that looks fantastic. So let me see. So yeah, Pledge Swamp looks great. Also, because he has such a contrast of speed control on his team, as you can see, Mountaih's got the Trick Room mode, you've got the Pledge Swamp, you've got possible Icy Wind, you've got your Illumise with the Tailwind. I think that you have so much speed control. Change it up. Game 1, go for 1. Hopefully it works out for you. Get yourself a win. And then in game 2, change it up. Make him adjust to your first game plan, especially if you can get like a convincing win in game 1. Get a win early, change it up. And then now he has to plan for so many different things. He might not be able to handle all of it. It might lead wrong in potentially a game 2 or 3. So I think that's our keys to victory for today. So, but before we get into the match, we have another giveaway. Yes, it's like Christmas over here on the J Jingles channel. So we are giving away, for everyone who likes this video, you will receive in your Pokemon home your very own Primordial Sea Pelipper. Keep that rain up forever with this special Pelipper. So make sure you like and subscribe. Secure yourself one today. Now, on to the battle. Let's hit that play button. So, let me see. What are we looking at for leads? Like, I think Mount should just go for that Pledge, right? Why not, right? I think he has the option to go for Trick Room or the Pledges if he wanted to, because like I mentioned, he has so many different options right now. Like the world is his oyster, as they say, right? So, oh, but it looks like Joey's just going to go for just straight up Pelipper Arch. That looks pretty cool. The Comfey looks there. He's not even giving me a chance to predict it, but I'm trying to think what Joey should do here. I don't mind the Pelipper because you have to watch out for that Illumise. You just go I was saying one of his game plans is if you see that Illumise, expect the what's it called? The sun. So you just go for a Weather Ball into that slot, just get rid of it, find out if it's Sash. You find out so much information if you just go with that. So try to get rid of that Illumise. Let's see what happens. Both players locked in so quickly. Wow, I love my timer. I like to use all of the timer. My opponents don't like it too much. All right, so we have Blood Moon Ursaluna and Oranguru. So, obviously, you have to watch out for the Trick Room here on that Oranguru. I think he has to. So, it's really hard to even target that. Yeah, see, I love this Trick Room setup. You just threaten the offense right off the bat. I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes for like a straight up like Blood Moon into the Pelipper or like an Earth Power into the Archaludon or something, and then you just get Trick Room up. I don't think you might need to Terra here because you got to watch out for that Pelipper. And it's funny because there is a universe where you could just go for that Weather Ball and Electro Shot into the Ursaluna, but if he protects there and goes for a Trick Room, I just think that's too risky, but there is a universe where that could happen. Because one or the other, it's getting KO'd, right? So, but I think you just go for to stop the Trick Room from going up. But let's see if it can do it. Oranguru is really bulky, but this is enough offense, right? Let's see what happens. Did he lock in Weather Ball? I think he did Weather Ball here. Yeah, it looks like Mount's taking his time here. There's a Terra, probably on that Ursaluna, I would imagine. You don't want to get Weather Balled. So he's not protecting. He's definitely not protecting here, so... Yeah, that's a risky turn to go for an Electro Shot into a Ground type as well, especially ignoring that. And there's no Taunt on the field, so... Dragon Tail would have been really interesting if he went with that. How much damage does that do? Is this going to pick up? It should, right? I don't know. Oranguru is so bulky, man. Like, it's got such a high special defense. Let's see. It's going to be close. Maybe not that close. Wow, Trick Room goes up. That's crazy. Wow, what a good turn for Mountaih. Amazing turn. Look at all the damage he just did. And you get Trick Room up, and that's Life Orb on the Ursaluna. That's it. Thunderbolt? Oh boy. Neat. I think that's a really good turn for Joey, actually, right? No? Yeah, you lost a lot of HP, but like, I don't know, man. Like, you could just... What stops you from just using Electroshot into the Ursaluna and Weather Ball into the Oranguru? I'd say you're in a really good spot. Just pick up 2 KOs right now. He could protect, and then you got to watch out for the back row. Like, what would he have in the back row? Is it Meowscarada? Like, probably Meowscarada, and you know what? Actually, the way he's playing it, I wouldn't be surprised if Illumise was in the back. Imagine if that was... I actually have to watch Mount's game plan now, because imagine if he planned that, or he's just like, this guy's just going to think I'm going to go for Trick Room, and I'm just going to go for some damage. All right, there's the Terra there. It's Terra Bug, right? Yeah, Terra Bug with such a low HP Pokemon is really tough, but I think Joey was saying you got to watch out for the Vacuum Wave. Well, Protect, that confirms I don't think he has Vacuum Wave. That's really hard to fit on there, because you have to run Earth Power, you have to run Blood Moon. I don't think you can not run... Yeah, there goes that. So yeah, Protect. So based on that play, I would imagine Illumise is going to come in here, and now you have so many options, right? Especially with, like, Electroshock goes off. Oh yeah, so never mind. So he protected there, so you're gonna get the special attack boost because it's a 2-turn charge, or a 1-turn charge, then the next turn attack, but because of the rain, it just happens all at once. But it does 2 turns at once, right? So you do get the special attack boost. So that's a really strong Urchaludon right now. So let's see how this goes. So what is in the back that's gonna come in? Yeah, he's thinking it's Illumise too. He's like, that would be really annoying. And I do think that'd be a great bring, just like set up the back row Tailwind. Everybody loves planning for leads, right? Leads. I gotta stop the weather as a lead. I gotta stop the Trick Room as a lead. I gotta stop Tailwind as a lead. If you bring it in turn 2 or later, sometimes you're not positioned. You know, they have their Taunt Pokemon or their Roar Pokemon or Imprison or whatever. If you bring that in later and you set it later, they might be in a really bad spot to stop it. So let's see what he's taking his time for sure. Come on, Mount. Glow up. Glow up? Doesn't even get Tail Glow. Tail Glow's on the Volbeat. Alright. That did so much damage. Yeah, an Earth Power with an Assault Vest, that still did so much damage. Yeah, I guess you could go for a Hyper Voice here. So Joey going for the Wide Guard makes sense, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he just goes for a Tailwind and a Hyper Voice here, but you have to respect the Wide Guard, right? So it could just be a single target attack, right? Like, I don't think Ursaluna's really afraid of that Pelipper anyway. So maybe. But this is a little bit of a risk. I'm trying to think what Joey would even do here. If you don't Wide Guard here, a Hyper Voice just picks you off, and then you're regretting bringing Wide Guard, right? Like, why bring Wide Guard if you're not going to click it in exactly this situation? So there goes the Wide Guard. Let me see, and yeah, Tailwind makes sense. Why not? Now you're faster. What does he do? Single or double target? Oh, that's so crazy. He went for the... That's crazy. Okay, so we know it's Earth Power. It's got to be Blood Moon. It's got Protect. Illumise's got the Tailwind. See, now it's crazy because you could technically go for that Sunny Day if you wanted to, right? Let me see. A Basculegion comes in. Okay. Is this just a Sunny Day? Could just be a Sunny Day. We got to find out if it's Sash on the Illumise. I can see like maybe a Protect with the Ursaluna and then just go for your Sunny Day. And then you're okay with it going down. But yeah, but at the same time, you don't want him to get the Tailwind up. So I think you have to attack. I don't think Basculegion threatens the Ursaluna very much right now, does it? Yeah, Ursaluna, just keep attacking. Why not? I'd say Mount's looking pretty good right now. He's in a really good spot. Like, that Pelipper is just kind of chilling there right now, right? It's not really doing a whole lot. Go second. There's a Protect. Okay, does he target? It's got to be a Sunny Day here, right? Yeah, Struggle. Okay, never mind. Struggle Bug goes off. Picks off the Pelipper. Yeah, this has to be a single target attack from the Blood Moon. Because after seeing Wide Guard, there's no way you double spread. I don't mind the double spread because it covers for the... you know, what was I gonna say? Cover. Oh, Blood Moon. Ooh, that sucks. You can't use it next turn now. Darn. Yeah, Mount is just playing well. He's found new life, it seems, ever since he went into week 4 and he got that win. Yeah, that's really big. Starting 0-3. Yeah, you brought the Combine set. You got to go for it. So what happens here? Yeah, he did reveal Struggle Bug, so you can just keep going for Struggle Bug and just not allow that thing to get any more special attack boost and just get the special defense boost, because why not? You can't Blood Moon here, so it could be a protect or it could just be an attack because you're not really afraid of anything, right? Maybe you go for the Hyper Voice here. That seems like a decent play, or just protect. Yeah, I feel like maybe he should have just attacked there in some regard. Like, you're in such a good spot. Just keep going for damage, right? That Struggle Bug's nice. Yeah, Calm Mind, yeah. He said that, Joey just said, he's like, he cares about the special defense boost. Yeah, because Blood Moon, if you could just keep yourself alive, but unfortunately your healing on your Comfey has a lot to do with how much damage you're doing. Yeah, that did a lot. So not Sash. Okay, so what's in the back? I think the Meowscarada's in the back, right? Ooh, that recoil. That might come into play later. Range stopped, okay. So there goes the damage boost on the Wave Crash. And here, what's no scope? Oh, Inteleon, okay. What's Inteleon gonna do here? Like, I feel like Inteleon's not in the greatest spot right now, but 2 water types against these two? It's not too bad. You know, it's funny, Giga Drain actually seemed okay. It seems okay right now. It's got the +3 triage priority. He doesn't have it, it looks like. Trick Room on it, okay. So he does have a Trick Room mode. Come on, Joey, go for Calm Mind. You're doing it. You chose to go for the Calm Mind stuff. Do it. Draining Kiss. I don't know, man. I feel like if you're going to go for that late game Calm Mind setup, he's got 2 special attackers on the field. I'd be going for Calm Minds all day. All day. Yeah, that Struggle Bug kind of hurt, didn't it? That thing really needed the damage output. What's Mount going to do here? Do you care more about the Comfey or do you care more about the Basculegion? Oh, that did more than we thought it would do. Well, Life Orb is probably... Life Orb chip's happening now, right? Yeah, so that reveals that. Muddy Water. Okay. Not special. Drops? Accuracy drops? Nope. Blood Moon goes off. Does this pick up? Oh, yeah. That animation's so cool. What a broken move. Alright, yeah, I think... I just don't know how Basculegion's doing any damage to Blood Moon. Is this like... I guess he can just Last Respects. Yeah. And he keeps going for the... Wait, Joey just said he just took Last Respects off. Oh, no. Nah, the crit didn't matter, dude. You're just... It's an Inteleon. It's like 60 defenses. It's pretty freaking low. That one's gone, so Basculegion does go first, but with what? Oh, you just have Wave Crash. Terra Blast, okay. I guess Terra Bug, Terra Blast. What's that there for? Better not be there for the Meowscarada. That's a quad super effective move on a frail Pokemon. I don't think you really need that. So let me see. So what is the Ursaluna doing here? I guess it's just going for a Blood Moon, right? No, it just did it. So it has to go for, what, a Protect or a Hyper Voice? Let's see. Yeah, Ursaluna is such a good Pokemon. Like, it's such a... If you get the right supporting cast around it, that thing is so strong. It's also so hard to take down as well, right? Especially if you slap an AV on there. Wave Crash. Watch out for the recoil, though. Yeah, that did some damage, but you did a bunch of damage to yourself. Hyper Voice goes off. Just finishes it off. Nice win. Okay, so Mount hasn't lost a game in 3 games. He's won 3 consecutive. He's playing well. Wow. What happens next? Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, he lost game 1. Joey's been losing a lot of single games, winning a lot of sets, but losing a lot of single games. Yeah, go for your Pledge Swamp, man. Why not? Do the Pledge Swamp if you're Mount. Does he go for the Jolteon stuff to get the defense boost on the Arch? Just go for Terra Bug and just go for the Pin Missile stuff. It's got to have Pin Missile, right? It's loaded dice. It has to have Pin Missile. Yeah, what's he... I'm more curious of what Pokeaim's going to do to adjust. I think I can see Mount maybe just going for the pledges and then maybe bring in the Electivire later. But that Illumise was so good, right? Like, maybe you set the Sun this game instead. He has so many options. This is the team. This is the type of team I wanted Mount to get, where you have your Trick Room mode and then you have your fast Tailwind mode. You have both, and that way your opponent, he has so much to think about. So I really like this team. I think Mount's playing it very well. So he wants to go for Sneasel and the Basculegion with the Comfey and the Arch. Leaving Pelipper at home. Okay. So is this manual rain? Not necessarily. I guess it is AV, so yeah, you can't really click it if you don't have rain. It's got to have Rain Dance on there. The Sneasel, does it even get it? It's gotta. Yeah, Mount's taking his time. That's good. Or is he? Watch, as soon as I say that, he'll just lock in. I would go Pledge Swamp. You brought it for a reason. I don't think there's anything weird about this team that he brought. Like, the Jolteon's there. It's super fast. You got the Basculegion. You've got the Tailwind on their side. You got the Arch. I feel like you could... Maybe the Arch is a problem for that Pledge mode. Maybe. Yeah, he wants to get that Calm Mind Comfey off. Does he go for Trick Room this time? Because he technically led the Trick Room mode, but he didn't do it. So is he going to lead? He knows he survives now. That's the other thing. Inner Focus on Oranguru, so you don't have to worry about the Fake Out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did that either. I'm really just going to watch this one. This is neat. This is not the lead I was expecting. Interesting. So you know it's not Focus Sash on the Illumise, so you know it's got to be Covert Cloak, right? Coaching. Oh, that's cool. Could you imagine? Yeah, coaching can't be redirected, which is nice. Coaching and then switch. Yeah, I guess that does preserve your Terra a little bit. You could have gone for Coaching Protect. That would have been a nice turn. Yeah, why not just Protect there? Coaching goes to Protect. I feel like this might be a Protect on the Electivire, right? Does it even get it? Well, obviously it gets it, but does it have it is the question. Maybe he just goes for an electric move into the Basculegion, or maybe... I feel like this is just really passive. This is really passive from Mount. Like, you have so much aggression on your team. Like, one of those two beside an offensive piece I would have liked a little bit better. Let's see if this actually bites him. Unless Electivire is offensive, it's got 123 attack, so... But if this is an electric move into that Arch slot, that could be really scary. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's the Protect. That's such a good turn for Joey. Is this a Tailwind, or... Yeah, Tailwind goes off. Okay, so you do have the speed control now. And I do... Ooh, that +1 defense is actually really nice. You can technically Encore that Sneasel, but I don't know if you want to, right? He's not running any poison coverage on his Sneasel. That's interesting. What is Electivire going to do? Protect, so it's probably not, like, super supportive. Snarl here. Why Snarl? Interesting. Maybe he's trying to predict the switch here, I guess? I don't know. Is this Follow Me Hard switch? Yeah, but hold on. That coaching is just so threatening, right? Like, what do? Do you just get rid of the Sneasel here? Like, you can... You can't... I guess you can Struggle Bug. It depends on the turn order, right? Fake Tears goes off. Ooh, what... Is this a special move? Yo! That's crazy! Dude, oh, the crit? We gotta see. You know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna go check it out, everybody, right? We're gonna go check it out. That might have actually won the game. So Electivire versus Archaludon. I don't have the set, so I'm just gonna go max HP with Assault Vest. And we're gonna go for Electivire Focus Blast. And we're gonna go... Oh, yeah, that definitely picks up. Hold on, -2. What? How much does he need? I don't think that's completely unrealistic to think that he'll invest this much with Focus Blast. With Assault Vest, too. Because he's not even Modest, right? And he set Tailwind next to it, so it's probably Modest. So you don't even need that much. Like, did Joey have, like... Is there any amount of special defense he can invest? Yeah, if you invested enough. depending on how much you have, like what makes it a 50-50? So max special attack modest at -2. To make it a 50-50, he would have had to invest a lot. I don't think there's any way he invested that much. Yeah, I don't think the crit mattered, guys. Let's leave it open just in case we want to do another one. Oh, and he coached nothing too. Oh, no. Ah, that one hurt. Now you have... yeah, I feel like Mount's going to win this one. What a... wow. If that comes back... if he comes back from this, well, what a great comeback story. Wins the SPL. I'm counting the chickens before they hatch. I know Joey's still a great player and he's a great spot, but unfortunately, Mount hasn't taken a single HP of damage. So what do you do now? I feel like you have to coach, right? You have to coach. Like this is the strategy you set up. Unless he just needs damage, maybe you just try to set up your Comfey in the back, right? Maybe you hard switch the Comfey. I don't think you can switch. I feel like you have to attack here. Yeah, Terra Bug is the answer, you know? What's the Terra on the... so the Electivire is Terra Fairy, so that doesn't really help him here. Electivire has been a monster for him. I love Electivire on draft teams. A lot of people hate it because it's like, oh, it's not Electabuzz. But Electivire, because it has that immunity to its ability... yeah, Illumise's so good. I wasn't even ready for that fake tears, but Focus Splash. Tell me you play singles without telling me you play singles. Thunder! Raw Thunder. Struggle Bug goes off. Does a bit of damage. That's enough. He's not healing anything, so not yet. Close combat. This is going to do a lot. Yeah, it did a lot. And then is this Wave Crash into that slot? Wave Crash goes off across the field into that Electivire, picking it up. Oh, no! Okay, that changes things. Tailwind's still up. One more turn. Do you preserve it for late game Tailwind? I feel like you could. This could be just a hard switch. Hard switch the Illumise right now. Get it off the field. Go for your late game Tailwind. Because one more turn of Tailwind, so you attack with the Electivire, and then you hard switch out the Illumise. But what is in the back that can take that? Your team is too frail, right? A Wave Crash would just... it might lose you the game. Who knows? Follow Me goes off. Okay, so that keeps... well, hold on a second. I feel like you might have messed up here a little bit. Oh, Clear Amulet. Oh, that's a big live. That's a huge live, because now you got a free switch in. If this is Ursaluna, this game is over. Which I guarantee you it probably is. Blood Moon's coming in, and this is the freest Hyper Voice ever. But, unfortunately, that Basculegion has a lot of HP left. You still have your Terra, so this is Terra Water for sure. You have to go for Terra Water. Oh, and Teleon. Okay. So you get your Tailwind up now. Get your Tailwind up now, so... at least you know... well, Tailwind goes up before the before the Aqua Jet, right? Depending on speed investment, because they're both +1. So, I think they're pretty close. No, Basculegion is like 70-something speed, right? Illumise. Tailwind goes up first. Did he select Aqua Jet? I feel like he did. Yeah. And does that pick up? Yeah. So now Tailwind's up for maximum turns with these two. What does Close Combat do? Muddy Water goes off. That picks up the Sneasel, -2 defense. Yeah. Ooh, Specs. He said 100% Specs. That's crazy. Specs and Teleon. Crazy. Okay. So trying hard was the Ursaluna. Definitely the Terra candidate. Has to be. Yeah, I guess you call Mind here. I just feel like you can't really do it, right? Like... yeah, this is just Hyper Voice, and that just picks up. So you have to Aqua Jet here, or else you're not getting a turn, or Protect. That works too. Oh, yeah, I think he's hoping for a Muddy Water miss, but Mount's looking in a great spot right now. There's the Terra animation. We knew that was coming. Let me see. Does Joey lose this game? I don't think Joey can pull this back. There's a Protect. And this Calm Mind goes off second because it's not priority. Actually, third. Muddy Water goes off. Does it miss? Does it miss? Nope. Hits. This is going to hit hard. Wow. And the accuracy drop. Oh my goodness. This is Hyper Voice, yeah. And that might not pick up. It might not. Nah. Yeah, so now you just Muddy Water Hyper Voice again. Wow, what a great job by Mount. Like, I know I'm fanboying right now. I'm cheering for him right now. Going 0-3 to start the season, defending SPL champion, beating Aaron Zhang in the finals was such a fun match to watch. I mentioned it in our interview. I mentioned it early in the season in the team preview. And he's just looking great right now. It looks like he has a grasp on his team, just like Joey did in the beginning of the season throughout. And he's prepping well. This is a man on a mission right now that just wants to win. And he's just like, no, I am not okay with losing like this. Goes for the double protect. That's a fail. He goes for the draining kiss. That's a crit. Whoa. Whoa. I bet that scared him a bit. Does he dodge the Muddy Water? One of them. Hold on a second. Single target. Is this Blood Moon? No, this has to be Hyper Voice, right? It has to be Hyper Voice. I don't think you can go for a Blood Moon, because if you miss the other slot... Hyper Voice, yeah. This picks up, right? Single target? Nope. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Read the protect, man. You have to. Read the protect. You have to. Hold on a second. This might not be over. If this is a Muddy Water miss, this really changes things. That didn't heal that much, so if this connects, this is over. Oh, and Life Orb chip too, yeah. And it hits, yeah. GG's, wow. That got a little interesting at the end, didn't it? Ooh, man. Yo, Specs and Teleon. I've run Specs and Teleon before, and it was awesome. Wow. What a cool set. Oh, lost my hat. Wow, what do we have to say about that game? So, yeah, like he went with the Trick Room mode in game 1, but didn't actually set it. I gotta watch his perspective and see if he did that on purpose. Just to telegraph a Trick Room that never happened, and you go for that Thunderbolt, and then hoping to just pick it up. But it was Focus Sash. It's not an uncommon item on Pelipper, so that was a really cool turn. It was an interesting turn 1. I wouldn't have been ready for it. And Joey just played very, very solid, and I feel like he just... Good prep goes into standard, right? So Joey had a little bit of a standard team. That coaching got a little scary. I feel like switching might have been a little interesting. Maybe a coach and then just going for the Terra Bug and just going for damage into that. Because I feel like just so much damage was done so early in the game from Mount that it was just so hard to come back from for Joey. So, but wow, very nice. So Pokeaim's got to win next week, man. He's 3-2 now. There's other teams that are 3-1. Aaron's 3-2, so we got to see how James and James. Yeah, so I guess James is 3-1, so he could lose, but he could win maybe as well. But the standings are getting a little close. This loss for AIM is a very interesting one, and Aaron winning is very interesting as well. So like, this is a really close race for that last playoff spot or two. So I'm excited. This is only game 3 of the week. We still have another one, and we still have a match breakdown to get into. In just a second, I will see you there. All right, let's break it down. What we just saw, what we thought we were going to see, and it looks like we got a bunch right. Wow. We got 5 of the 6 right on Pokeaim's team. We even got the Terra right on the Arch. We got Assault Vest right, Stamina right, Terra Bug right, Electro Shot. I don't know if he did any other moves. Maybe he went for Draco Meteor or had a Draco Meteor and he didn't click it. Pelipper. Tailwind, Weather Ball. We saw the Hurricane, actually. I don't know why I'm Terra flying on the Pelipper without Hurricane. That makes no sense. But anyway, that was probably a mistake. But I feel like Hurricane would have been picked there, and we would have got the whole set right, except for the Wide Guard, which we never did. But anyway. Comfey, we did not have the Calm Mind set on there. Rhydon did not come. It was Jolteon in its place. Basculegion, except for the last 4 specs, we did get the Clear Amulet right. The Terra Dragon was actually Terra Bug. I think he said it was adaptability too, so we didn't even get the ability right. But let me see. The Sneasel Hisui Fake Out Close Combat, and we had 2 other moves on there. It was kind of a niche set with the King's Rock Fling I was just kind of curious. Sometimes you go for weird predictions just to see if you get it right. But hey, I would say for the most part, we kind of guessed the construct of the team. We did have a Trick Room mode on here, but he didn't bring one. I think Mountaih was more so there to reverse it rather than set it. Or just in case he had Tailwind, which he did have, but he didn't go for the Trick Room in that case. He just went for, yeah, he just went for Calm Minds and stuff. Might have been a little passive just to set up like that with such an aggressive team that Mount has. So maybe that wasn't the right way to go. Because I feel like that Mountaih might have just been, even like the Mountaih coming at all, like you can make an argument that Mountaih might not have wanted to come because of all the offense Mount is playing. And also with the redirection too, not being able to floral healing yourself as well. So who knows? I thought that Rhydon could have been really good as a nice answer for that Electivire, but hey, like I said, I always say it's very easy for me to sit here and just be like, yeah, they should have done this, but at the same time, guys, you just never know, right? Draft is just so dynamic. It's just so random sometimes. And yeah, like I said, it's just too easy for me to sit here and just criticize. So I always give the credit to the players because they prep a lot longer than I do. I don't prep very long for this. I just build with just at face value, a specific calculation or a testing. You're finding out that something isn't as good in practicality as you thought it would be. Or a calc, you're just like, man, I don't live this and I need to, or I thought this picked up and doesn't, and the team changes. So at first glance, someone might just say, that's stupid, or that doesn't make sense. But meanwhile, this person put in all the effort and all the time into making this team optimal for calculations and things like that, which I don't see. So I always give the credit to the player, but I do think that Rhydon could have been good this week, but again, that's a hard bring, especially into Blood Moon Ursaluna and what he brought as well. Would have been your Terra candidate for sure. Well, let's get into Mount's team. How right were we? Let me see. So we didn't see any pledges. That kind of sucks. That would have been nice to see. Let me see. Follow me. We did see the special Electivire. Let me see. Blood Moon Ursaluna Weakness Policy. I forgot we built that one. That's a really unique set, but he just went for Life Orb. Why not? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. He had Terra Water on his Ursaluna rather than the Grass. So we did get the moves right, though. But it's not hard to pick 4 moves right on Ursaluna Blood Moon. Electivire, again, Terra Water. I think it was Terra Fairy. I think that's nice, too. Motor Drive, I would imagine it was Motor Drive. I don't think he has anything to put things to sleep. Other than maybe Yawn might have been a thing, or Hypnosis or something, but I think that's unlikely. Meowscarada we didn't see, I thought could be really nice. That's probably where the Sash was, because we saw Specs on the Inteleon, and then we didn't see the Sash on the Illumise, so I bet you it was on the Meowscarada, especially being Terra Ghost, which we had as well. The Blaziken did not show up. Inteleon did. We did not have Muddy Water on there. We did not have the Specs on there, so we were a little wrong there. Paparaja didn't show up either. So I would say we didn't do super great on this team. We got some of the sets wrong. 4 for 6 on the Pokemon, but a lot of the sets were wrong. So I would give myself kind of a failing grade for Mount's team because we didn't get the construct right. We didn't even have the Illumise there, and it was his MVP this week. So let me see. So on Pokeaim's team, we got 5 of the 6. A lot of the sets were right. Mount's team, we got 4 of the 6. A lot of the sets were wrong. So what is that? 9? I don't know. Let's just say 9 or less. Like, I know we got 9 Pokemon right, but I don't feel good about it. You guys grade me in the comments. I'll let you guys do that. But yeah, so we do have our giveaway that we have. For everyone who likes this video, you're going to receive in your Pokemon home your very own Primordial Sea Pelipper, just like the one you saw in today, but it didn't have perma weather, and you can't change that weather. Keep that rain up forever with this new Pelipper that you can get just by hitting that little like button, that little thumbs up. Just hit that one, and you'll get it in your Pokemon home. I swear, this is not a scam. Might be a scam. Anyway, so whatever gets you guys to like and subscribe to this video, just having a little bit of fun here. So thank you very, very, very much for watching. We still got one more game in the week, so tune in for I think it's James versus Necra, or Necra versus James, depending on how you look at it. But I'm looking forward to it because this is the one that we actually built live. We actually built the teams on camera in our week 5 preview. So check that out if you haven't, and then we'll get in to see how right we were. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong, but it looks like we were very wrong this week in this match, but very fun. So it looks like Pokeaim is now 3-2, looking for a win next week. Mount still desperation mode, trying to get every win he can, and he's definitely taking care of those tiebreakers right now. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.